Hi guys, this is Josh, Steve and Shelley from the Southend Personal Trainer Academy. So we've got another question to answer from one of our students. Why fitness testing? Why is it important to do in order to program properly?
Ooh. I've got to say, it's one of my biggest bugs is when you see a trainer on, say, like their first consultation. Obviously, I mean, we see these quite a lot. Obviously, working in the gym, teaching the courses. Obviously, we're seeing the trainers all day long, and to me, it just seems fitness testing. I don't see it a lot, and you know, in order to obviously do anyone's program, to me, you should be doing a fitness test. Like, how do you know what their current level of fitness is? How do you know how strong they are, what they're capable of, if you don't like do a fitness test with them? I mean, there's thousands out there. You know, you could spend a whole session testing a variety of different methods with these clients and determining then a level that they're at, and then you can then start to obviously program, get their goals written out, and start focusing on where they want to be. But you've got a start point, and I don't see personal trainers out there really doing these fitness tests. It kind of gets me thinking, how do they know what obviously their client's current level of fitness is, and how are they programming for these people? Is it just they're turning up to sessions, winging it on the spot, which, to be honest, you know, sometimes it is rather obvious. You can see that someone's just completely winging a session, and yeah, for me, it should be literally one of the first sessions that you do with any client. I mean, obviously we'll do your consultation first, but then the second thing you should be doing is fitness tests, in my opinion. I don't know what you think, but to me that's how it should be.
Yeah, I mean, on our fitness testing workshop, shameless plug for our courses there, we talk about why fitness testing is important, and my particular opinion on this is it allows you to have a baseline level from where you can build your client. So you know, for example, their body fat percentage, you know, their blood pressure, you know, whatever test you're doing, be it health or fitness related. So it could be health, it could be BMI, which we don't really use, but we do teach it. You could do the caliper testing, you could do the shuttle run, you could do whatever. So the test itself is irrelevant. I guess it's the principles behind why you're testing, so that you can then understand where you go from there. Because I guess you're right, like, if you look at any program that is based on strength training, so if you look at 5x5, if you look at Jim Wendler's 5-3-1, any strength program is generally based on a percentage of 1 rep max. And how are you going to do that? How are you going to progress a client properly using a percentage-based system if you don't know their 1 rep maxes, or even their 5 or 10 rep maxes, to allow you to then work it out? Like, I just think you wouldn't, again, going back to an analogy we used in a previous episode, we said, you know, if your PT is legit, you wouldn't have a mechanic, you wouldn't go to a mechanic that just had a nice car, same as you wouldn't go to a PT just because they had a nice body and no qualifications. So you wouldn't try and fix a car without diagnosing the problem first, or seeing its current performance level. You just wouldn't do it. It doesn't make sense. So that's kind of where I stand with fitness testing. You need to have that baseline to be able to provide a starting point, and also for it to kind of dictate the approach you're going to use, to then, you know, see what's appropriate for your client. Because we've said it before, and we'll say it again, that there are a lot of PTs that, you know, let's say you've got a 60-year-old insurance broker who's really stressed. He works 80 hours a week, you know, he's got a stressful job, he works loads, travel loads. If you haven't done these fitness tests, you could potentially do something that could maybe endanger him, or not as bad, but it's still a bad thing, is that it might not be efficient, and it may not get him to his goals as fast as possible. You know, you're not having that kind of flexible approach. It. So
I mean, even from like a motivational point of view, I mean, let's say obviously you've got that client, you're training them. How can you sit there and say to that client 6 weeks into your program, oh, you're this far on from day one? You haven't got any results from day one.
No data.
Yeah, there's literally nothing. So you can't even sit down and show your client their improvements. So, you know, even the smallest improvement could be the biggest boost in your client's motivation. Whether it's just, you know, you've lost another centimetre off your waist this week. Like, if you're not taking your client's measurements at the beginning, like I say, you've literally got nothing to compare it to, and that could be such a useful tool for like your client's motivation. even if like 1 week, for example, they're not so efficient in one thing, but you've seen in another area they've made an improvement. If you've got those figures there, that data, and you know they're not so happy because you know maybe they didn't do so well on a run that week, but you can say, but you have improved on this, this, and this.
Yeah.
Like to me, that just seems like something.
Yeah, I guess
Everyone should do.
that's kind of what I missed out as well. Is the motivational factor I think is massive.
Yeah.
For example, at the moment I'm trying to cut body fat, and I'm using the scale weight initially, as well as caliper testing to see if I'm heading in the right direction. And I guess without that data and that evidence, you're effectively just leaving your progress to chance. I would say is the way you're doing it. You're just kind of pissing in the wind and just saying, look, let's hope it doesn't hit me. Because I've been there and done that. You don't want to piss in the wind. It does not end well. That is a warning for you guys. That was a joke, by the way. So I think, just to sum it up, you need to fitness test. It gives you somewhere to start. It gives you continuous motivation, and that's about it, really.
Yeah. I mean, if you guys want any videos done on specific fitness tests, if you want to know how to do a caliper test properly, or you want to know how to test people's 1-rep maxes, drop some comments below. Let us know what it is that you want to see or know how to do, and we'll put a video together for it, guys.
Pow.
Cool. Peace.
That's it.